And thanks for tuning in to First at 4. I'm Don Jorgensen.
And I'm Kelly Volk. It took months of preparation for this year's Summit League tournament to come together. But before you go, the Premier Center has some reminders.
KELOLAND's Carly Phillips has a preview of the story she's working on for KELOLAND News at 5.
The 2024 Summit League tournament starts today, but fans need to make sure they're following all instructions set by the Premier Center.
We will be using our walk-through metal detectors. So again, obviously cell phones and keys are preferred. We, again, as always, clear bag policy. So, an approved size clear bag.
I'll have more on what fans need to know coming up in my full story tonight. In Sioux Falls, Carly Phillips, KELOLAND News.
Thanks, Carly. And we have a full team of reporters covering this year's tournament to bring you updates on both air and online. And that includes our KELOLAND Sports Director, Grant Sweeter, who is standing by live at the Premier Center. Grant?
The long wait for the Summit League tournament is over as the action begins in about a half hour. Now here's a look at the women's bracket, as that'll be the tip-off to the tournament. This year there's only one first-round game for each bracket on the women's side. That's Kansas City versus Omaha. That game is set to get underway at 4:30 here at the Premier Center. While there is no local team in that game, the SDSU women will still be watching closely, as the winner of tonight's first game will meet the Jackrabbits on Saturday at 3 p.m. in the quarterfinals. Now, the women's game isn't the only contest that'll happen today. The USD men will meet Oral Roberts at 7. We're going to have more on that game coming up on KELOLAND News at 5 and 6. Reporting live in Sioux Falls, Grant Sweeter, KELOLAND Sports.
Oh, it's getting loud out there.
Yeah, it's always a fun, busy time when that tournament comes around.
Yeah, and the nice part about it is they've had some nice weather to travel to get here.
Yeah, we got lucky there, Megan.
We did. This year we've had sunshine. Today was a bit breezy in southeastern KELOLAND, but that wind is going to die down tonight. And this weekend we'll keep our sunshine and light winds and well above normal temperatures. Right now, Sioux Falls has that sunshine, 46 degrees, a north wind at 23 miles an hour. And as we head around the region, sunshine and 48 in Rapid City, that north wind at 8 miles an hour. Here is a look at our current temperatures, everyone at and slightly above normal. 44 in Mitchell, 40 in Brookings and Sisseton, 46 in Buffalo, and a cooler 35 in Custer. And I mentioned those stronger winds in southeastern KELOLAND right now at 10 to 20 miles an hour. Those will continue dying down as we head through this evening. They are out of the north, which kept our temperatures a little bit cooler through today. On satellite, we have a few clouds in southwestern South Dakota. Nothing is coming out of those clouds, and we don't expect any rain until we hit the middle of the week. So for tonight, clear skies, light winds, 21 are low in Sioux Falls, 17 in Aberdeen, 20 in Pierre, and 23 in Rapid City. Tomorrow, more sunshine. A light south breeze will help warm things up just a little bit. Our temperatures are going to be warmer than today. 49 the high in Sioux Falls, 47 Aberdeen, 53 in both Pierre and in Rapid City. Sunday is going to be even warmer with a slightly stronger south breeze bringing in that warmer air. Highs in the 50s and 60s. Monday, we could even hit some low 70s before a chance of rain coming midweek. We'll take a look at what you can expect in just a little bit.
All right, thanks a lot, Megan. A high school archery team from Sergeant Bluffs, Iowa, is aiming for its first national bullseye. The Sergeant Bluff Luton High School archery team secured a ticket to nationals when the kids won their first state title last week in Des Moines. The team is looking forward to competing in Sandy, Utah in April and is working hard to prepare for its first national appearance.
We're very excited. We don't know what to expect, really, just more competitive than state. So hopefully we can keep working hard and just improve our score a little bit more each time.
24 high school archers will represent Sergeant Bluff Luton at the U.S. Western National Tournament.
Rideshare drivers in Minneapolis could be guaranteed a minimum wage for each ride they do. However, now there is concern about companies like Lyft or Uber increasing their fees or leaving the city or state of Minnesota altogether. If the ordinance becomes law, both Lyft and Uber say they'll pull services from the city on May 1st. The mayor of Minneapolis says he plans to veto the ordinance, but there could be enough votes on the city council to override it.
Republicans in Iowa's House of Representatives approved a bill Thursday that would criminalize the death of, quote, an unborn person. Iowa's current law outlines penalties for termination or serious injury to a human pregnancy, but the proposed bill would amend that language to causing of death of or serious injury to an unborn person, defined as an individual organism from fertilization to live birth. The bill now goes to the Senate for further consideration.
Well, parents of students killed in the 2022 school shooting in Uvalde, Texas, are livid after a new report defends the police response. That investigation of the attack, commissioned by city leaders from a former police detective, contradicts state and federal reports that found police made a series of mistakes. Omar Villafranca shows us the outraged response from parents.
How dare you?
There was anger over accountability. It's been nearly 2 years since the massacre at Uvalde's Robb Elementary, and tempers flared after the latest report on the Uvalde Police Department's response during the school shooting.
My son's birthday is on Tuesday. You know how I'm going to celebrate that? At the cemetery. I should not be doing that.
For the first time Thursday, the community and the city council heard the findings of a months-long independent investigation requested by the city. Former police detective Jesse Prado led the investigation.
All of the officers, Lieutenant Martinez, his actions I found were in good faith.
He concluded that many officers in the school that day acted in good faith and did not violate policy in their reaction to the shooting. He said the officers didn't have the proper training that day or the tools, like a rifle-rated shield, to overtake the gunman.
How do you go to bed at night?
Parents were outraged, saying the officers put their safety first.
They stood there 77 minutes and waited. After they got call after call, the kids were still alive in there.
The Uvalde police internal investigation is ongoing, but none of the roughly 24 officers that responded that day have been terminated.
You fire those officers, you fire them, and you do so with your head held high because you know that that is the right thing to do.
Omar Villafranca, CBS News.